cough. Not sure Edison invented anything he's credited with. Maybe the early phonographs, maybe.
Alrighty, there's the stream. It's shown up. So, it's been a while since I've run something. How do I do this? Yeah. Anyway,
It's been a while since I played something, so it's fine.
So you each remember your characters?
I mean, look at his.
My personality.
Yeah, I'm remembering his name because it's here in front of me, and I'm vaguely remembering how the actual mechanics work.
So let's just go down the list, introduce who you are, who you're playing, and I don't know what your character's favorite brand of soda is. Starting with Damon.
I am Lord Horn. I'm a king, whether my land is recognized or not. And what were the other questions?
What was your favorite brand of soda? What's your character's favorite brand of soda? Right.
Rhino beer. That's totally a form of soda, right?
Close enough, I suppose.
I'm a rhino man. I actually have a crown in my inventory. I don't know how I've got that, but apparently I do. So I've got a crown.
Yeah, you
Right,
don't...
I think we.
Yeah, I remember how you got the crown. I vaguely remember how you got the golden nose picker.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
So next we move to Lord Christmas, your character, and his favorite brand of soda.
My character is Solomon Wilde. He is a mathemologist, right?
Yes.
He fights with the power of numbers and a big stick. And his favorite brand of soda would definitely be Royal Crown, and he'd be really pretentious about it too.
You see, it takes a very high IQ to appreciate Royal Crown soda.
Exactly.
Alrighty. Next we have, next and likely lastly, unless someone makes a surprise guest appearance, we have RDP.
Hello.
Introduce your character and what his favorite soda is.
Okay, so it's been a while since I played this. I'm Russ. Apparently, looking through the bio and info, I'm a journeyman of the Guild of Sharp Corners. Basically, if I remember correctly, a brooding, angsty type of assassin dude. Favorite soda I would assess would be root beer, Dr. Pepper type of beverage.
Oh, root beer and Dr. Pepper, which of course taste almost exactly the same, right, guys?
Like, I don't like either root beer or Dr. Pepper, which makes me a strange person in my life, but even I know those aren't the same thing. I know many people who will fight you about this.
I mean, if you've got traditional root beer, that tastes significantly different.
Traditional root beer, like
Like
birch
mug,
beer.
like having mug root beer. Enjoy a mug moment today.
Yep.
I like ginger
Yep.
beer. Ginger beer is
Never had
good.
ginger beer.
I hate
It's
ginger
very
beer.
good. It's like it's ginger ale, but very strong.
I hate
So
ginger
if you
I've
don't like
also
ginger
never
ale,
had
you won't
ginger
like
ale.
ginger beer.
Yeah. So, fun fact. Do you know what happens if you combine dry, powdered milk with like club soda?
Oh yeah, I heard
No.
about that. It has to do with like something about the different species that the club soda like convert into when you pour it into the powdered milk, and it basically curdles it
Yeah,
immediately.
and it turns it into. It makes it taste exactly like spoiled milk.
Yeah,
But it's not spoiled, so milk soda is just would taste exactly like spoiled milk, but not kill you probably.
yeah.
Though
All
you-
the gross, but none of the sick.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost as bad as pickle soda.
I don't even
What?
want to know. Pickle chips are bad enough. As in chips that taste like potato chips that are flavored with pickle. I never understand.
Um,
Ugh.
Yeah.
cool. Anyway, so let's start. Does anyone have anything they want to discuss before I start the opening text of stuff?
I mean,
I shall take. The silent majority has spoken.
I'm just gonna trust you to tell us how to roll for these things.
Yeah, so firstly, each of you receives 3d6 additional silver pennies on top of your whatever monies you already have on your character sheet.
Where's my monies? There it is. Okay.
Alright.
I'm beginning to remember some of this stuff.
Alrighty, so
I'm rich.
You're rich on experience. Anyway, so you've so we have the book introduction and my custom introduction. Right, and I'm not sure exactly in what order to write. I'll do the book introduction first. Few visit the glaciated world of Myung's misstep, except on business, and fewer stay. This moon orbits the gas giant Big Myung at right angles to its orbital plane, such that the southern hemisphere of Myung's misstep never experiences darkness. Unatax pyramidal peaks and Arates rise above the ice, and in the southern latitude sprawl Alanias and lakes melted by geothermal vents below. In a scattering of alternatively windswept and snow-buried industrial towns live humans, mostly descended from refugees of the Monosaharian Emirates. Their economy depends on the mining and export of ancient heavy water ice, especially 3H218O, popular in the local luxury cocktail market. Quote, Water, 3 billion years old, frozen by the perpetual night at the edge of the galaxy, compressed into glaciers of midnight blue. The sound of time calving into an ocean of premium flavor, cut by hand, never by machine, never by clone. At night's edge, taste the infinity only from Aja Ingrat, an advertisement in Ice Tomorrow, a trade magazine. Reactor-powered quail farms produce most of the world's foods: seaweeds, giant amphipods, locally known as scuds, and jellies, cnidarians, inophores, and tunicates. Most people smoke as an excuse to go snowside, even in the worst of weather. Shifting glaciers make railroads impractical, and the continual storms endanger aircraft, so low-bodied hovercraft transport passengers between settlements. Pilots earn better money than all but the managers of the biggest mines. During storms, these vessels heave to and deploy thermal drills to anchor their holes in the ice. One of the vessels, Nantucket Sleigh Ride, has a middling reputation for punctuality, safety, and comfort, but none beat its price for multi-day hauls. So that's the standard book text, and we move on to the second part of the, you got done with a cutscene, and then it just transitions to a different cutscene. You know those video games.
Nice.
Yeah.
You have been sent on yet another mission by your good friend Duke Decorticus to a far-flung corner of the greater duchy of Plandra, helping to rebuild from the damage sown by the betrayal of Overseer Fang. You have been charged with delivering a chroma steel strongbox sealed by a 5-dimensional lock to a municipal scud mill in the town of Plankton Downs on the icy planet of Myung's Misstep. The storms that continually ravage the surface of the planet make landing anywhere other than the single planetary spaceport town of Out of Order, known for its unfinished space elevator and generally criminal demeanor, a non-starter. From here, you have already been chartered a ride on the hover sleigh Nantucket from Out of Order to the agro-mining town of Plankton Downs. Due to limited availability and a desire by the Duchy to cut down on officials abusing public funds, your group has had a single second-class cabin reserved for your collective use. Standing by the docks, you see crew and cargo being loaded on as some workers use flamethrowers to melt the excess ice that is accumulated on the hull of the Nantucket. The captain, who bears a familiar face, comes out to greet you. So firstly, we actually have illustrations. So this is the Myra system. And the Nantucket Sleigh.
Before the familiar face is a little horn.
The familiar face is Captain Swallock, a rotund man in gaudy attire, and has 2 mustaches, one green and one red.
Little Horn was the...
Where and when did we meet him?
You kid. Don't you remember crashing my golden barge?
That's the only other opportunity I think we've had to meet a captain of something.
So, to confirm, this is the guy that we were attacked by the space monster right?
Yeah, he was the captain of the ship that got attacked by the space monster that you kind of helped defeat it, and also you crash-landed his ship.
Oh, okay. I remember that now. Oh, sorry about your barge there, Captain.
And who was the little dude where Solomon was the only one to succeed on his not getting duped check?
That would be Little Horn, who nobody else recalls ever being a thing.
That's right.
Yeah, he mind whammied us all. Was I included in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sure Solomon Wilde has been regaling you of fantastical stories of some little guy in armor who he insists on was called Little Horn or something. Anyway, you have the strong box with you, which takes 2 people to carry. And they're loading on cargo and shit. So would you like to check your strong box in with the cargo, or do you want to carry it on with you?
Is there an extra charge if we carry it on with us?
No.
Carry it on. I'm Lord Horn. Measures of strength are well within my grasp.
Yeah, I say we carry it on.
Would you like to carry it on yourself, Lord Horn, and show us your measure of strength?
I'm sure that I could carry this without any trouble whatsoever, but balancing it is another matter entirely.
Make a skill check.
Yeah, I'm asking for somebody else to help, but to balance it, truly to balance it.
Solomon's not going to do it. It's beneath him.
How do I make a skill? Oh, this would be a strength versus or under?
Under.
Under.
Alrighty, you manage to heave to, right, and while it takes all of your mighty Rhinomance strength, right, you're able to amble along, sort of waddling slowly with this big metal strong box up into the Nantucket, as you are greeted by a steward with a golden tooth, who offers to help you to further get it to your second-class cabin.
Absolutely not.
Alrighty, so
you can figure out a map of a small ship.
Are you objecting to having someone carry your items, Lord Horn? Are you objecting to
helping him carry it? Also, all your stamina and luck regenerate to full.
Okay, cool.
As it should be. So, yeah, then we transition to...
Remind me, what is this cargo? Do we know what it is in the lockbox?
No.
Gotcha. So we're just transferring it for the Duke.
Yeah. Duke de Corticus,
Okay.
your good friend, who you've known for many years.
Yes. It was like a weird tree dude, right?
Yeah, he was kind of like a potted plant who was also a god.
Yeah. Right. Plant god.
Rami, again, we got into a fight in his city in an alleyway with a bunch of dudes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we tracked them to like an underground thing. And then I think we just reported on that. I don't think we actually did anything with it.
Yeah. Anyway, Lord Horn, you take the strong box to your second-class cabin, which is where this E is located. And your tokens are up in the upper left. It's going to be a 72-hour journey to Plankton Downs.
I do not have control over my token. I don't know if that's supposed to be the case.
I'm just gonna... Everyone can control all tokens. We're just gonna live like that. So you should all be able to
Alright, there
control
we
your
go.
tokens.
I still can't control mine.
I can
wait, hang
control.
on.
I can, yeah. There you
Okay,
go.
now I can.
So,
Robot anchor.
so is there anything you want to do in the town of Out of Order while they're loading up before things set off properly?
Are there any like
Right
supplies
after
or
we
anything
brought
we
the
need?
lockbox on to
Your
the ship.
the Sleigh your ticket includes basic meals, and the Sleigh, of course, has a bed, water,
Okay.
food, that sort of stuff.
We-
So,
We don't need to mark provisions while we're here.
correct.
Got it.
Do we all get our own personal second-class cabins?
No,
or-
you share one second-class cabin.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think there's anything we need. Is there? Is there any need for me to like sell any of my stuff? I don't know if that would help me at all. The only thing I could really sell, I have the cultist disguise with mask. I don't really need that, do I?
Nah.
What do plasmic cores do? I have two of them.
Those are
like grenades?
those are ammo / batteries.
Okay.
So those are useful.
Oh yeah.
You
For
need
my,
them-
for my pistolet.
Yeah. Also, all of your weapons are going to have to be checked in with security on the Sleigh.
Does my astrolabe staff count as a weapon? I mean, I can use it as a weapon, but can I like disguise it as not a weapon?
You can do that.
All right, that's
Right.
what I want to do. Then.
But the rest of you, I think, only have weapons that are very obviously weapons.
Yeah,
I have 3 vials of poison. Can I conceal that on my body?
Make an appropriate stealth check. Sneak. Roll under.
Under.
Yeah, you can hide the vials of poison, but the rest of your weapons are going to be checked in with security.
Boo.
Alrighty, that about sum that up. Alrighty, so things begin to... So you get loaded up and you start chugging out.
Lord Horn will partake of his rhino beer.
Alright. The first deck, the top deck over here. So it's slightly unclear, but the top right is the forward part of the vehicle. And the bottom left is the back, which is somewhat
Okay,
counterintuitive.
the weird bug-eyed thing is looking backwards.
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah. Weird.
And it's not exactly to scale, right? Very abstract map, as you can tell. And the top deck, right, is available to all passengers. The middle deck is crew only, and the bottom is, engineering shit. So you got 72 hours. What you want to do?
Well, I guess we need to leave at least one person with the vault.
Well, it's not a vault, it's a strong box.
Yeah, okay, strong box.
I mean, we could probably just lock the cabin door. I mean, where are they going to go? Out onto the ice, right? I mean, we'd see them if they tried to take it out of the ship. So,
I mean, the strong box already has a lock on it, right?
Yeah, 5-dimensional lock.
And then if we lock the door,
that's
I
6
don't-
locks.
yeah. So I don't really.
Well, I mean,
I don't
the door lock is 3-dimensional, which means you'd have 8 locks, actually, right?
Oh, there you go.
Who's going to
8
get...
whole
Is that how that works?
Is anyone ever going to be able to pick 8 straight locks in a row? Oh, without anyone noticing?
Impossible.
Impossible.
Can our resident mathematician tell us if this is possible?
Roll mathemology.
All right. Which one? Versus or
Under.
under? I never remember how this works. Under. I cannot tell you.
Or you get an amusing failure.
Yeah, or it's like, of course nobody could ever do it. It's so obvious. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah. So we're learning.
Lord Horn will sensitively trust you on these matters, mathemologists.
As you should.
Alrighty, so you just
Or
lock.
you who are so wise in the ways of mathemology.
So you just lock the door to the second-class cabin with the
Yep.
strong box in there. Alrighty, you're now in the hallway.
I noticed the brig at the end of the hall. What's up with that?
That goes into. So that is connected to the room right next to it, right, which is flipping pages. Which is room F, right, which is an operations room. So basically this room connects to that brig, right? So the low left square right there is where you get into the brig, right? So that is where basically security hangs out and has, some of their security guards always there, along with their appropriate, non-lethal gear in case, something goes wrong. Along with various safes and whatnot to keep people's valuables / weapons.
Okay, so we're down the hall for security office. I guess the strong boxes will securely guarded.
Yes. You notice that the last of that, the second class cabin 2 doors down seems to have a bunch of nuns in it that are going in and out.
Can we tell what religion they belong to?
Oh, yes, they are, what are they called again? They are Martian Orthodox Christians.
Oh, all right. Does any of us know what Martian Orthodoxy would imply? That might be useful.
Any of you have reasonable skills that would deal with it? If not, it's just going to be a straight skill roll.
Sure, let's see.
I
How I
have
roll
social
is
etiquette.
it's tough. What do I click for that?
For just unmodified skill?
There isn't a just basic clicks for skill.
Just roll
buttons.
2d6 and try to get under your skill number.
Does meet it beats it?
Yes. So,
And I succeed.
So, Lord Horn, you recall that Martian Orthodox Christians are really into mystic experience, and these are in particular these particular nuns, of course, are engaging in monastic tradition, so you expect a large number of them have taken vows of silence and take to living in monasteries far removed from civilization.
I guess. Does anybody want to test their test their oaths? You shouldn't do that.
That's their oaths to what again?
Silence.
Vows of silence.
Yeah. You shouldn't do that. You should respect their vows. But does anybody want to?
No, you treat them like those. You treat them like the British, like royal guards, and you just try to make them crack up all the time, right? Just respect for other cultures. Who needs that? Anyway, would you like to explore the Nantucket, or do you want to just stand in this hallway forever?
I'm down for exploring the Nantucket.
Sure, let's explore. And there's 3 floors, right? Let's roll one. Wait, sorry. How many floors are there that are available for passengers?
The one you're on.
Okay. All right. Is this guy right here? Does he sell drinks?
Yeah, that's the bar actually.
All right, let's head over there.
He sells more than
Where else
drinks.
would we go?
Inks, in fact. He sells beer, cigarettes, algae vodka, hypnotic millet, and psychedelic truffles.
What is hypnotic millet?
It's I mean, do you want to try it?
I don't know. What I'm thinking is maybe put in the hands of some of these vision seekers at the monastic order and see what happens.
I mean, I'm down for trying out the psychedelic truffles and that algae vodka.
Oh, don't test their vows of silence, but do drug them surreptitiously.
Yes.
Drugging people isn't culturally insensitive, though, so it's fine.
Yeah. Again, they seek out of this world experiences, right?
Alrighty, so you want to buy some?
How much is the millet?
That'll be, we'll say, 3p.
Ooh, that's expensive. How much is a regular beer?
Just one.
What about the psychedelic truffles and the algae vodka?
The algae vodka is going to cost you 3, and the psychedelic truffles will cost you 2.
What? Fuck it. I'm down for spending 5
Alright.
for both.
You get a bottle of algae vodka and a bunch of psychedelic truffles.
Okay, I will eat half the psychedelic truffles and I will drink half the bottle of vodka.
Already, you are drunk and tripping balls.
I feel like I remember rhinos eating truffles. I don't know though. So I'll go with some truffles, and I will continue to drink from my firkin of rhino beer.
Firkin.
So Lord Horner's also partaking of the psychedelic truffles?
Indeed.
I'm like, dude, I'm tripping balls right now, man.
Alrighty, so
I'd say as I'm like on the floor staring up at the ceiling right in front of the security office.
you have visions of nuns who stretch like rubber people.
Let's go give some to the Let's go give some to the nuns.
You are currently drunk and tripping balls.
Well, okay, let's make a
Dude, I'm seeing
let's make
rubbery
an
nuns,
adventure of
man.
it. We
Holy
can
shit,
totally
this
get
is-
to these nuns to give them some psychedelic truffles.
The nuns, man. What do they mean? I'm seeing rubbery,
What do the
rubbery
nuns
people
mean?
nuns.
You're saying rubber nuns.
I like that. Like not what's up with these nuns or whatever. But what do the nuns mean? What is the meaning of these nuns?
All right, so you sort of crawl on the floor towards a nun, are like, "Hey, want some truffles?" And she
I'm
just
surprised
walks.
the security office isn't getting involved.
I mean, they're very underpaid. They don't. But so what is Solomon Wild while you're doing while his companions get drunk and high?
Solomon will order a plain water with ice, and
Well,
it will sip it
if you want that
casually.
sort of thing, you should go to the cafe lounge, or the
Cafe lounge.
yeah.
Where's the cafe lounge?
So the so if you look more forward, the
Oh,
symbol
up here.
Yeah, so the G symbol, right? So this guy is the cafe which serves food and normal drinks, and then up
Oh.
here is a big lounge where most of the people hang out when they're not in their
Cabins.
quarters. Yeah.
All right, I'll go up to the dude and I'll get a glass of water and I'll schmooze. If there's anyone else there.
The water is very, very warm.
All right, like warmer than room temperature warm.
Yeah, it's pretty warm. Yeah, it's like right. It's not like boiling, right? But it's it's a little hot.
Well, it's cold out there in the ice, right? So I'll just roll it between my hands, I guess. I'll go talk. Is there anybody else there in the lounge?
Oh yes, there's lots of people. In fact, you see a taperoid meander up to you, and we got a illustration for this guy.
Oh, taperoid. I see what you mean. All right.
So he seems he wears the student uniform of Plandra U.
Planned for you.
And he has books.
You guys maybe know this guy?
You're currently drunk on the floor in the bar.
Can I read
Okay.
the titles of the books? What books? Anything interesting to a mathemologist?
They seem to be about a variety of subjects, but seem to be largely focused on the study of algae.
Algae.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
All right. I'll talk to that guy.
he sort of, the taperoid is excited to speak to you. He introduces himself as Wii U. That is
All right.
that is
It's-
WI
his name.
space YU.
Right. Wii U. Wii U. Wii U. Wii U. All right. I will introduce myself and engage in a continual conversation.
You seem like a man of culture and learning. What is your specialty?
I divine the great secrets of the universe through the use of the holy divine numerous, and I wave my abacus around.
Oh, that's super exciting.
I know, right?
Yeah, like I'm into all kinds of stuff, like rocks and algae and space and algae and
Lord Horn, in the throes of his current and hopefully temporary madness, suddenly says, "Nerds."
From down the hall.
so,
And he's just possessed
so
by
we-
the.
yeah. Will you ask so why are you making your way to Plankton Downs?
Well, I've heard that many interesting mathematical research might be done on the replicating behavior of small creatures. 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4, 4 become 8. That's an exponential sequence.
Oh, you're also Are you also studying the unique algae that grows in the local thermal pools?
From a different angle, but yeah.
Oh man, we should trade notes or something. I I'm going on this. I'm going there to study them for a school project.
Sounds cool.
Uh,
Solomon Wilde would be up for an in-depth nerdy discussion.
Alrighty, you discuss things with him
All right.
about the nature of algae,
Right.
what it means, deep,
How they express the divine numerous.
deep in your soul, right? Also, if it's not clear, right, this is a big. There's a big glass dome, right, and so
Yeah.
the lounge is sort of a catwalk that goes over this lower area, which is actually the main control room,
Oh, I see.
where the captain and company, fiddle with knobs and sticks and whatnot to make the sleigh go. Alrighty, so what's Drunk Squad doing?
I yell out, Solomon! Where are you? Living up at the bar, man. Solomon! I keep yelling out down the hall, and I'm assuming I'm just everyone's
Yeah,
just
where is Sorlag?
walking around me.
He's calling out Solomon. As,
Yeah.
in as in Solomon Wilde, which is Lord Christmas's character.
Which is my character.
Yeah.
I assume that I also just throw up while I'm staring up at the ceiling, and I just got vomit all over me.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't want to vomit while you're laying down
On your
like
back.
that. On your
yeah.
back.
Roll onto your side.
Yeah, you vomit on your back is a good way to drown in your own vomit.
Oh goddamn!
Yeah, it happens. Happens to frat at boys all the time.
Oh,
Okay, so I'll just be vomiting on the carpet then.
Yeah. Vomit safely, kids. That's the lesson here.
isn't that how Jimi Hendrix died?
I don't know. That might be the case.
It was also a scene in Breaking Bad, but anyway.
People have definitely died that way.
Oh yeah. Just don't drink that much.
Alrighty, so hours pass.
Did we at least have good trips?
Lots of rubber nun visions, man.
Test luck, maybe?
Sure, test luck.
That's luck.
Success.
Is our local assassin going? Oh well, you both are lucky. Alrighty. So describe your good trips.
Let's see. I am ruling over my land, which is actually a great rhino land that's filled with all sorts of wonders. Crystal palaces that totally aren't like made out of gum balls or something. I don't know.
Does Rhino Land also include hippo people and elephant people, or just rhinos?
Only elephants.
Only elephants, not even rhinos?
No, sorry, between the two. No hippos allowed.
No hippos. Lord Horn has an anti-hippo streak to him?
Yes. They go into water. They're weird.
Fantasy racism! Anyway. So the day comes and goes, right? And now we go into the following day. Is there any other where you came back at some point? You come back to your second class cabin, right? And you don't find anything amiss, and you take shifts sleeping in the bunk / being passed out on the floor from being high and drunk all day. And the next day comes. Anything you want to do or explore or anything? Or talk to?
I guess I'm just going to nurse my hangover at the cafe once I wake up in the morning before going out to talk with anyone else.
Alrighty, what do you want to order at the cafe?
I'm like, my good sir, painkillers and copious amounts of water, please. And some coffee. And food.
Well, they have lots of instant noodles for you to eat, and lots of hot water, no tea. And they don't actually have any painkillers.
Is there a
My
medical
painkiller
place?
will be to continue drinking from the Rhino beer, Working.
Alrighty, Lord Horn continues to get his drunk on.
Is there a med clinic at least?
Actually, just double checking. No, there's no medical clinic on this sleigh.
Hmm.
There's a brig, but no medical clinic.
Okay, I was like,
Figures.
Just
okay, I'll take the water and the instant noodles, please.
Alrighty, you get piping hot water and very, very unflavorful instant noodles.
Can I combine them together?
The instant noodles are already cooked.
Do they come with like the ramen the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, the little flavor packet, which is mostly salt.
There is, oh my god. All right, I'll just mix all of them together and I'll just drink my hot water and eat my noodles and drink the soup that comes afterwards.
Cool. Yeah, Solomon, you see that the lounge also has a variety of board games and books available.
Excellent.
Do you wish to partake in any?
Sure, I'll find the one that has the most needlessly complicated mathematical rule set and immediately begin playing that one.
You find a board game named Highest Frontier.
Lord Horn, completely drunk, comes up and demands that you teach him to play so that he can play with you.
All right. I immediately pull out a large piece of paper and begin teaching him about the mathematical principles behind the game that he must know in order to actually play the game itself.
You see, the rockets press against the aether in between the worlds.
What does he roll? Skill to teach me? Is this a versus?
I think it'd just be 2d6. Just roll 2d6.
Me or him?
Him. Sorry, no, you, Lord Horn. Roll to see if you understand anything that Solomon Wilde is telling you.
That is one over my skill.
Yeah, you have no idea how the fuck this game works. You spend about 2 hours preparing your golden barge for intergalactic flight, only for it to immediately blow up.
Yep, that's how it works. Space travel's hard.
How dare you teach me incorrectly? This is your fault, not mine. I'm drunk.
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
Also, you notice that it's missing about 2 or 3 pieces.
Ah,
Fucking public board games, am I right?
right.
Anyway, so time forwards as you try and fail to explain the intricacies of etheric flight and its board game interpretations to the increasingly drunk Lord Horn. As you start hearing murmurs from below, it seems that someone's been injured or something on the lower deck.
And the engineering, I'm guessing?
And Captain Wallach actually comes up to the two of you, Lord Horn and Solomon Wilde, since you're right next to each other. He's like, I have a matter that needs much discretion. Can I get your group to come to the lower deck and assist me in some pressing issue?
Sure.
I say loudly, an issue on the lower deck? Yes, I can be the most discretionary of individuals. I,
We'll
Lord
just go-
Horn, shall aid you in this.
We'll just go down this impossible staircase right here.
Yeah.
With what appears to be
Look
little to no safety railings.
Yeah, look at the Look at this staircase over here.
Yeah. It's just that
Yes,
that doesn't.
That's truly how that works.
I knew this isometric position would come up somehow.
Wait, what? Unless the ladder is like really steep.
Yeah, no. Even then, it doesn't work. Like it should have a much greater lateral motion than it does, but it doesn't. So. Art is fun. Anyway, I guess we're going down here, huh?
Yeah, so he brings you to a storage room over in K.
Okay.
He's like, try not to be shocked here, because like this is not good
Shocked.
stuff. But
What do you mean by shock?
Can't be that bad.
he opens the door and you see a body sort of that has been stuffed into a cabinet that is missing its head, and blood pooling out
shocked.
from inside the cabinet.
Sorry, I thought you said shot. I was like, is he gonna get us into a gunfight here?
No.
Gross.
It's, oh god, what?
And who might this unfortunate fellow be?
It was one of the stewards. Specifically, it was steward. Oh, god damn it! Which one was it? Just getting the notes. It was Steward Jones.
Does he still have his clothes, his steward insignia,
Yeah.
whatnot on?
Yes. He is.
Okay, so he was just murdered.
Yeah, and
He
he's
wasn't,
missing his.
like impersonated.
Yeah, and he's missing his head.
Oh, well, something could have taken his head and put it on.
Yeah.
Is Stuart Jones or someone still walking around the ship?
No.
Okay.
Oh, so, he has a security team, but they're really not, outfitted for, investigations, and he knows you're agents of Duke DeCorticus and great adventurers, so could you, do something about this? Because this is very concerning.
How long? When was he last seen?
He was seen about, not too long ago, about 4 hours previous.
You know what his assigned job was before he disappeared?
He was a steward.
Oh.
So that's like being a flight attendant, right? It's
Okay.
So let's see. How many staff do you have on this ship?
Let's look at the total staff number. They have a good number. They have about a dozen people altogether. There's Captain Swallock, First Mate 8 Uhian, Second Mate 8 Chua, 4 guards, 4 engineers, 4 cooks, and 10 stewards minus 1. So 9 stewards now.
I would suggest doing a round off to determine the locations of all other staff members.
A round off?
Sound off,
Recall.
round off, however you want to put it.
That's basically, in DoD terms, we call it recall. Basically, there's a list of you got a unit manning document. On that unit manning document is everyone's names, and basically their phone numbers. Basically, Captain, we want you to do a recall of everyone, call up everyone, summon everyone, see if they're all right, see if there is a miscount or another miscount aside from our poor steward here. Additionally, do we even have jurisdiction to investigate? I mean, I
It's
don't.
within the Duchy of Plandra.
Also, this is the captain of this ship. If this functions,
Yeah,
we absolutely.
so the captain has the ability to give you jurisdiction, which he will.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Well, let's see. There's no blood trail.
So Captain Swallock calls a general roll call for people and is able to account for all of the crew except for the murder victim. Although the ship's cook, one of the other stewards, tells announces to Swallock, which you overhear obviously, that he found some sort of horrible bloody mess in the scud mill in the ship in the kitchen.
In the kitchen, so there's two bodies. Unless K is the kitchen.
Well, his head was removed, so it might be the remains of his head.
K is the storage room where you found the body, and J, right, which is right next to it, is where the scud mill is.
All right, so I guess we investigate this room to investigate the kitchen.
Alrighty. What do you want to do to investigate the room?
Before we investigate any further, Captain, can we get any of our weapons here if we are executing a murder investigation?
Certainly he'll work on getting you some weapons. Meanwhile,
Some weapons, not all weapons.
get your weapons, right? Meanwhile,
Oh,
Okay.
Investigation.
Right. So this is a pretty bloody murder. How was the head removed? Is it clean cut? Was it torn off?
It was cut off.
Okay. Is there significant? No, there is significant blood splatter. Are there any footprints?
No.
do we know if Stuart Jones had any conflict with any one of the other crew members?
Yes, the Steward Jones was on fairly bad terms with another steward named Steward Duta.
Dude. What do you know of the details of this conflict, Captain?
They just didn't like each other. Jones was a real optimistic go-getter, and Duda is real downer and basically hated his desire to move up in the ranks in the world. They were also rivals for consideration and promotion.
Ah. Hmm.
Okay. No footprints. No fingerprints. It's a bladed weapon. So it's going to have been some sort of animal. Would I be able to tell if this looks premeditated? Well, no, the head was taken. Of course, it was
Yeah, I just
taken over broken.
I just reacted instantly and carefully beheaded the guy.
Yeah. I
You
don't
know
know.
if
What do
any
you guys think?
Do you know if any knives or saws or any type of instruments are missing from like the kitchen or the equipment room that would be or might be used to cut his head off?
The The kitchen, right, which is right next door, appears to be fully stocked with all of its implements.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have dropped the head off in there, then cleaned the knife and then dropped it back in there. Who knows? Whoever the murderer was.
Last person to see Stewart, this deceased Stewart alive.
That they're not sure. They could try and check the cameras, but it's most of those don't work
Right.
due to budget cuts.
And
I
where's
guess knowing where they aren't would be good as well. I don't know.
is Stewart Duda on duty or right now? I mean, we can have him detained at the brig for further questioning, but
Alrighty. Yeah, you can have him detained in the brig for further questioning.
thank you, Captain.
Anything else you want to look at in this room?
I want to check on the strong box.
You look into your cabin and look at the strong box, and it's still there, and it looks fine.
Okay, just wanted to confirm because I'm worried that this is a distraction.
Did you want
Doesn't
to?
look like the door's been forced or anything, right?
No. Your second-class cabin looks completely undisturbed.
I would like to try the door to see if the door to the strong box to see if it has been unlocked without my knowing.
It is still locked.
Perfect.
While Lord Horn is doing that, can I go up and I'll be up in the brig questioning Stewart Duda.
Alrighty. What do you want to ask him?
Okay, what can you tell me about your relationship with the deceased steward?
He didn't like him, but he never wanted him dead, and he was he assures you that he had nothing to do with whatever the holy hell's going on, and he's completely freaked out about this.
When was the last time you met with? I'm sorry, I forgot the dead steward's name.
That would be Stuart Jones.
Stewart Jones. When was the last time you met with Stewart Jones?
Like they're all working on the same like place, right? Like it's not right. You probably saw him at least sometime yesterday.
Okay, and where were you? Where have you been? Where was your whereabouts over the past 7 or so hours?
He's mostly been hanging out on the rear deck over in D and smoking a lot.
Oh, we forgot to ask for passenger manifest.
Yeah, we could probably ask the captain for another sort of passenger manifest. You know of Stewart Jones's relationships with anyone else?
Not. You're asking this of Duda?
Yeah.
Most people seem to like him.
Thank you, Mr. Duda. We'll be in touch. In the meantime, I don't know if we have the authority to detain him indefinitely on the brig. I mean, we don't really. He's not
Captain
really.
does, though.
The captain has the authority.
Okay.
Yeah, also while you're there, you see that the security officers seem to be really struggling to get the weapons lockers open.
You
Hmm.
everything going all right there, officer?
Uh, no, they see the locks seem to be jammed or something.
Can I try? I hand the lock.
Sure, you can try. So that is how do you even get a 14?
I
That's
rolled versus.
that's the wrong kind of roll. You need to roll on.
Oh. Oh, whoops. 6.
Well, that would be successful lock picking if the lock could still be picked at this point. Uh, the lock seems to be internally destroyed and jammed shut.
Hmm.
Uh, it seems like with your expertise in lock picking, this seems to have been an intentional thing.
Do you know if we can get Lord Horn to pry open the doors?
Well, I mean these doors are designed specifically to not be opened by such means very easily. So it's going to be a bit of tough and a bit of doing. But I mean, you could try.
I remember my Rhino beer had some explosive capacity. I might be wrong though.
Explosive?
I might be wrong.
My lord, I don't necessarily think we want to be doing any explodey shit on a ship, especially in such close quarters.
Hmm. Your job as advisor to His Royal Majesty is appreciated. I will take your consideration.
What's Solomon Wilde doing?
That's an excellent question. Perhaps he's examining the jammed up lock for any evidence.
So up in the security room as well.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'll say maybe, if it's whatever tool was used to seal the lock, maybe only some people have access to it, or the expertise needed to use it.
Yeah, so your best guess is it's some sort of spiked implement that did it.
Okay.
Could my horn, because I'm a rhino, could I maybe pierce it?
Like the spiked implement destroyed the lock such that it couldn't be open, not reshaped.
I mean the charging rhino on it. Could
I
that
mean,
do
that's
it?
basically you're just going to try to. I mean, that basically just falls into the realm of trying to brute force it open.
All right. Security officer, sir. I'm assuming that even if many of the cameras are not working on this ship, the one that is trained upon the security area is working just fine. Could you possibly bring up the security cameras for this area?
Let's see. Nope. That camera's broken. The little red LED light is still on, right? Because they want to make sure people feel safe and also to throw off the inspectors, but now it's not recording anything.
So, you said most of the cameras aren't working. Where are they working?
It's basically random.
Oh, yeah.
What is the kitchen?
The kitchen down here?
Yeah.
The kitchen you didn't investigate very much?
Oh.
No, the camera.
The cameras in that? Also broken.
Oh, right. We also need to investigate the kitchen.
right.
Alrighty, so do you want to go to the kitchen? Or do you want to force open
Sure.
this
Well,
vault?
I'd like to force open the vault.
Alrighty, make a strength check. Roll under.
Here we go.
Alrighty, you're able to brute force the weapons locker open, bending them open and pretty much destroying their usefulness. But you're able to reacquire your weapons.
But there's... Okay. Is there any weapons in there, that,
I mean, yeah, in
was
addition,
bloodied or something?
that would be more useful than your current weapons? No.
No, I was thinking that maybe whoever the murderer was
Oh, so are you asking
put the weapon.
if there's any missing weapons?
Missing weapons or bloodied weapons or something along those lines.
There's no bloodied weapons. The weapons that are included... So basically they have plastic riot shields, batons, non-lethal stun pistols, a shotgun, and that's it.
So basically, stuff that would be used for crowd control.
Yeah.
Okay, how many passengers can this thing carry?
About 2-3 dozen.
Huh. 4 security officers and passenger capacity of about 2 to 3 dozen with riot shields and nightsticks.
Look, they're right next to the bar, and they saw how rowdy you guys get.
Okay, so that's actually a very good point.
Alright, well, now that we got our weapons, let's head over to the kitchen.
Alrighty. You go to the kitchen down in J. You see that the kitchen is mostly clean except for the scud mill, which is a bloody mess and smells truly terrible. While the body, of course, smelled bad, as a dead body does, this smells way worse somehow.
Brain matter?
So, you're going to investigate around the scud mill?
Yep.
Sure.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of brain matter in there somewhere. Along with, rotting teeth and bone fragments and stuff like that.
Do we know who was the last person who used the kitchen?
The person who found the situation in the kitchen would have been Steward. Steward Reynoso.
And he stumbled across this scene. I'm trying to establish a timeline in my head.
Right around when the
Stewart
body
Jones-
was found, actually.
Okay,
According
so
to him. We have no idea if that's the truth.
there's like a 4-hour window between when Stewart Jones was last seen and when both these scenes occurred.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steward
so-
Dangung found the body, and
let's
Steward
see.
Reynoso found the scud mill situation.
We don't actually know whether or not this is the corpse's head and not somebody else's. I mean, it would be difficult to say that it's not, but it is within the realm of possibility at the time. So, to get this straight, inside the storage room, there's a body that was stuffed inside of a thing and beheaded. There's blood spatters everywhere, but no tracks. Whoever did it took the head and went to the kitchen, which was right next to it, and put the head inside the scrub mill, which ground it up and then spewed it everywhere. At some point, whoever, something might have happened. We don't know who, but it was likely the murderer was upstairs and had some sort of bladed weaponry, which is not actually present, as far as I could recall, within the weapons closet. But they broke the weapons closet so security guards couldn't get their weapons.
We don't know if the jam weapons closet and this murder is connected.
We don't know, but it seems likely.
Yeah, probably best to proceed on the assumption that it is.
Okay.
Do we know that there are no other missing staff members? We don't have the passenger manifest, which we need to get. I guess we should start investigating room by room to find this bladed weaponry. Whatever. Could any of the knives in the kitchen chop a head off cleanly?
Yeah, one of the big kitchen knives definitely could be used to chop through a head. Right, they have to cut through basically giant thick-shelled lobsters, so they're pretty sturdy ordeals.
Is there one that looks as though it's been used
Um,
to cut off a head?
well, they all seem clean.
Okay. But the edges aren't like weirdly pitted or something.
No. I mean, they're all weirdly pitted because they're old, overused knives.
Oh.
Is there any other weapon? Do we know if the engineering deck has any weapons that might also be capable of causing this type of
No,
beheading?
the engineering deck mostly doesn't really have much in the way of sharp elements. There are a couple flamethrowers, but that's about it.
Can we ask the captain for a passenger manifest?
Sure, he provides a passenger manifest. The passengers include 21 Martian Orthodox nuns, 24 water farmers and farmhands, 12 ice miners, the tapyroid that you talk to, a strange wizard from a distant land, a octopod, and that's it.
Solomon Wilde recalls that he has heard something similar to this murder in a newspaper back at the spaceport.
It's about
Reagan?
what? It's about 5 dozen suspects, 5 dozen suspects.
Yeah, something like 4 dozen people.
Damn, that's a.
A lot of people.
Do we know who might have access to the brig, aside from just the security officers?
Security officers and then the officers themselves obviously would. So that would be the captain, the first mate, and the second mate. Although realistically, right, it's a small place, and staff mill about different areas pretty frequently.
Okay.
Well, if there was a newspaper article about a similar murder, then it's probably was the murder in the other case also on a ship like this, or is it just?
It was in the town.
In the town.
The town actually has a very high murder rate in general, so it didn't really occur to you immediately the head in particular being sawn off.
Right.
Started to strike some chords in the memory.
Is it sawn off, not clean cut?
Well, cut off. It's
Oh, okay.
it's sliced off.
Gotcha. Okay.
I mean, before we go about questioning 4 dozen some odd passengers about their whereabouts, I feel like we should narrow it down to the crew first before opening our bandwidth or opening the scope to the passengers.
I think that we should question this. Wait, sorry, what was the elephant species name?
The taperoid?
You mean the priest or wizard
We
from?
you?
There has been
The
no
elephant.
elephants. What are you talking about?
Do you mean the tapir?
The taperoid.
We you.
Yeah, his name
Wii
is
U, yes.
his name is Wii U, and also he's not an elephant. It's a taperoid.
Taperoid moron.
Yes. So you want to question him?
Yes, he might have some information since he is aware of these other strings of murders.
He's from out of town. He doesn't know much about.
Oh,
I mean,
never mind. Okay, never mind.
right, he's
Sorry, I misunderstood. Where did you hear about these newspaper murders?
Solomon
In a
Wild.
news,
Saw
yeah,
them
in the
his-
newspaper back at town.
Yeah. Back in Out of Order, the town, the spaceport town.
I see. Okay.
Should we question the first and second officers and the crew before expanding our bandwidth?
Well, if these murders were all in this one town, and this seems to be the same modus operandi, then that would indicate not a member of the crew, because a member of a crew would be constantly on the move. It would show up as a killing here, a killing there, as they had shore leave. Instead, it seems like these are specifically in this area. I mean, it could be that they're just returning, but do we maybe have the dates of these strings of murders? Do they align with when this ship was in port?
You don't really have access to an archive of newspapers on this sleigh. You basically can look at like some more recent newspapers from like the last couple days, and maybe some from like a week or two ago, back when the last time the sleigh was in town. Generally, you find that the town of Out of Order had, very high crime rates, lots of murders and that sort of stuff. But there seems to be a string of murders, which includes victims who were beheaded. Sometimes the head was found, and it was missing the upper part of the jaw.
Do we know what commonalities there were between all of the victims?
The victims appear to be random, as far as you can tell.
Missing the upper jaw. You said that there are teeth missing, or teeth strewn from the scrub crusher.
The scud mill. Yeah.
You want to bet that the upper jaw had been removed before it was run through that?
How do you want to check that?
I mean, are there any of his teeth remains?
Yeah, there's lots of a number of the teeth remain. Yeah.
Do we know what species Stuart Jones was and
He was
how many
human.
teeth? Okay, so human has about 32 teeth. Assuming his upper jaw was taken, that would mean we'd have, 16, 20 some odd teeth?
Yeah. So, you're basically gonna try to sift through the teeth to reconstruct how many teeth he has.
Yep.
I mean, it's a good lead.
Alrighty. So
Grisly business, but
you reconstruct the you try to reconstruct the jaw best you can. You find that there is actually the appropriate number of teeth for an adult man. However,
So 3.
you notice two important things. The teeth in the upper jaw teeth, as far as you can tell, all seem to be incredibly rotten. And they don't match the lower set of teeth.
Are they swapping out teeth or something? I mean, this still fits the modus operandi, it's just even more weird. I guess report to the captain what we found. I don't know. Should we? I don't think that we have any suspicions of the captain.
I mean, unless the captain asks for an update, I guess we can keep digging before giving him more concrete theories.
I think that we should have the captain demand everybody be confined to their quarters, and then we investigate each room one by one, looking for what was it? 12 teeth, 14 teeth?
Yeah, 12, 14 teeth and thereabouts.
Well, a number of the second-class quarters don't have toilets in them. So, they kind of have to be allowed
security guards escort them? I don't know.
So wait, there are communal toilets and communal showers on board the ship?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, security guards escort them. I mean, it's a captain's ship, but that would be my recommendation. There's a serial killer on the loose.
I mean, the best they can do is maybe put security guards in this hallway, right? Because you're talking about trying to deal with the toilet needs of, like, over 24 people before we get to the crew.
4 dozen people. And there's only, like, 4 security officers and a passenger list of, like, 4 dozen some odd folks.
Yeah.
Also, to confirm, this is the manifest. Does that only include the second class?
No, it includes everyone.
Okay. Well, okay. How do we investigate this properly in order to find who's got trophies of human teeth or jawbone? Who has the strength to take a jawbone off of a human? That's not an easy task, is it?
Wait, going back to the newspapers and these bodies, do we know how often they were found, or was it like they were found every other day, once every 2 weeks, or?
Looking through it, you find a similar incident happening about every 1 to 3 days.
And how often is the ship gone? How long is the ship gone for?
It takes at least 72 hours to make a trip one way. Mm-hmm. And often that it gets extended to much longer than 72 hours due to storms and shit.
So more like 4 to 5.
I'm telling you, this is a crew member. Okay. What was the you'd have to be pretty strong to pull an upper jawbone off, right?
Let's mention beheaded dude.
Well, yeah, beheaded dude, definitely. Especially given that these were apparently, if the kitchen knife was used, it was a beat up, poorly cared for old knife, right? So that would be lots of difficulty. So what species can hold a knife to do such a cut and have the strength in order to tear or whatever an upper jawbone off?
Not only that, but of the passenger manifest, do we know how many of them are from the local area? How many of them are from out of order?
Good.
The ice miners and algae farmers all seem to be from the planet. The nuns are also from the planet. They're actually returning back home to Plankton Downs. The octopod, tapir, and wizard all seem to be from off-planet.
Okay, so I guess we can eliminate the tapir, the wizard, and the octopod.
Not
because we're not-
necessarily. We don't know how far back these murders occurred. It could be that they only started when one of these guys came to this planet, and now when they're leaving, there's yet another one.
Do we know of any other instances of these murders occurring on other planets?
I mean, not off the top of your head. Do you want to try to consult the limited library of information of, the lounge?
Yeah, but I think that we can trust the staff at this point. They shouldn't be timing wise capable of it. So it could be that staff has some particular extra information just from Scuttlebutt News. Is that how you say that right?
Scuttlebutt, yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Good.
Get information. Let's hit the lounge. Pull any info from there. Figure out when it started again.
Alrighty, you start combing over the information there. Let me just see how useful this is. Alrighty, so Solomon, or whoever randomly, doesn't matter. We'll say. It could be Solomon. We'll just say it's Solomon. As you're flipping through the books, most of which are bad romance novels, and occasionally, weird, fun book, titled "Fun Facts About Ice Mining."
Rah rah ooh.
You find a book of children's myths, and in it is a monster called the Usurper, which murders people and takes their upper jaw.
I see.
And the tapir's name was Wii
Wii
U, and the name of the monster is the Usurper.
Yeah, they're called maxillary usurpers. Tales from galactic folklore, told to frighten children.
Could be a copycat.
Yeah, this folklore is it? I'm assuming it's common across the galaxy, common across all planets, or is it just only on one planet, one region?
It seems to hail from multiple planets.
Does the book have a picture of the Usurper?
Yeah. It even has some fun facts about the Usurper. The Usurper is pictured as a human, but with the ability to change out its upper jaw, and it apparently murders people to acquire their maxillary, which is the upper jaw.
Do we know how it kills people?
What's that?
Do we know how it kills people?
Through its inhuman strength. It is also said that it cannot abide the taste of cilantro. That they have mass but do not interact with gravity, so they must weigh their clothes down to pass for mortals. And that only burning weapons can hurt them.
Is there any cilantro aboard?
Is cilantro a shitty ingredient to include in something?
Depends on what it is, yeah.
Just,
Put way too much cilantro in something, yeah.
just give me a straight luck check.
Okay, testing luck, huh?
Yep. Test your luck, baby.
Alright, says I succeed.
Holy shit, you do. Oh yeah, that's right. You have 10 luck. You have ridiculously high luck.
I have good luck, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, there is cilantro. They have a whole bunch of cilantro in the cafe, or whatever.
Alright. So we'll line everybody on the ship up, have them take a big old sniff of cilantro. But whoever, goes down or recoils from it or refuses to take a sniff, probably our dude.
I'm just remembering the scene from The Thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's the John Carpenter's The Thing method. It's exactly right.
I've never seen The Thing.
So
We need to resolve this.
the blood of the monster
Uh-huh.
if you take like a piece of metal and heat it up and apply it, the blood will react, because every part of the monster is like every other part of the monster, right? So it's sort
You're
of
spoiling something that he needs to watch.
Okay, it was from 1980. Not watching it is on me. I apologize for that.
Look,
But I think at this point, spoilers do not apply.
it's a gross movie. It's full of body horror,
It's great.
Cronenberg shit, but that's all practical effects, so it's very well done, but still. Anyway, that's what I want to do. I want to pull a John Carpenter's The Thing on it.
Alrighty, where are you going to gather everyone?
You guys can get some flamethrowers from engineering deck before you do the lineup and sniff cilantro.
Yeah, because of the ice. There should be some
yes, of
flamethrowers.
course.
Yeah, and put
Yeah,
them all
let's
in the
get the
lounge in A.
flamethrowers.
That's
Alrighty.
sort of the only really open space of the whole ship.
Alright, we're wrapping this up real quick.
Alrighty, so you gather everyone to the lounge. Any big speech about what's going on first?
No.
Somebody do a McCready.
We need you to take a big whiff of this cilantro, and you'd better do it. So
Alrighty, and who's actually going to be passing around the cilantro?
the big strong dude.
So,
I'm gonna be standing in the back with my gun.
So Lord Horn?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Alrighty. So
And also, while they do, I don't know, should we maybe check their teeth while they do it?
Sure.
So
So we got the manifest, so we can go down name by name and then say, all right, you're up next, you're up next, you're up next, right?
yeah, so who do you want to check first?
The nuns.
All right, the nuns. Why not?
Cool. You start going through the nuns. Right, sniffing one, sniffing another. And Lord Horn, you hold up the nun, the cilantro to one nun, and then she proceeds to throw you off of the side of the lounge.
Oh shit.
As her face turns horribly monstrous and her limbs seem to extend and bend in unnatural ways.
I shoot her.
Alrighty, so firstly, Lord Horn has to take some damage from being thrown off the side. That's a bit much. Let me actually use one of the tables. How do you calculate falling damage, Troika? Damage.
Yeah, it's like a CSI episode. We solved it in like, what, 2 hours?
I mean, it's meant to be a pretty simple.
Well, we had books here that gave us a pretty absurd advantage here, right?
And you managed to get...
Also, I rolled luck. Yeah.
Yeah, you literally just got lucky. To a large degree.
Well, what would happen is the prequel, the thing, which would be checking each person's mouth and determining whether or not they have different teeth.
Counting time, pulling over. Alrighty, so that's right. So you take 5 damage, Lord Horn, and you're now sort of crashed over and sort of broken a few panels from your weight. And
You there?
now we all just test luck to see how combat goes. So basically, instead of using the standard initiative thing, right? Basically, at the start of every round, you test luck. If you succeed, you go before the enemy. If you fail, you go after the enemy.
Yeah, have any of us failed any rolls so far?
Yeah, I failed a roll to teach you how to play a board game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the methodology. But aside from that,
No, that wasn't it. It was something else that I didn't know about. Something I couldn't tell you about. I don't remember. But yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me grab the token over here for the enemy.
What is that at the bottom? NT, reduce luck by 1. Okay,
Note.
so we
Yeah.
note.
Every time
so
you
we
roll.
were-
Yeah. You don't have to do that for initiative, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Did I need to do it for when I tested luck for my trip?
Which trip?
When I was tripping on those shrooms, do I need to reduce my luck for that?
Yes.
Okay, then I did not make the cut.
Alrighty. So, RDP and Solomon Wild, you get to act first.
Yeah, I want to shoot her.
Alrighty, so you're just gonna shoot her with your pistolet?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so just making an attack roll.
Is that
You're gunfighting. Do you have gunfighting?
I have pistolet shooting.
Is-
Yeah, use
is
that.
an interesting picture.
Roll.
Is that under versus
Under.
Okay, no, didn't do it.
You miss. And you
Yeah.
get 2 actions, so what do you...
Oh. Well, I have my large astrolabe.
You can shoot again if you want.
Oh, I can. I guess I'll shoot again. Hey, that one does it.
3, and roll for damage.
And that is... You're gonna tell me to do all this again. Oh, yeah, here's the damage.
Damage 12.
Nice.
So let me actually... So that gets... So I actually need to reduce your character sheet because it gets reduced. So yeah, that does reduce damage.
Okay.
And now it is RDP. It's your Journeyman of the Guild of Sharp Corners turn.
okay. So isn't this thing affected by fire?
Yeah,
Oh. Okay.
that's what the book said, at least.
I don't have
I
any.
mean, I'm just gonna say lots of things are affected by fire.
That's true. I'll just take my luck and try to shoot it with my pistolet.
Alrighty. Roll under attacks.
Under. Oh crap! What do I click?
What, do you have pistolet shooting?
Yeah, I have here damage. Do I just click damage or?
No.
No, so up under advanced skills and spells,
Uh huh.
do you have pistolet shooting or something like that?
The closest thing that comes is crossbow fighting.
He doesn't. So just roll 2d6,
Yeah.
and you're looking for 5 or less.
Uh,
You
Yeah.
miss your first attack.
crap. Okay. Gotta go for my crossbow?
Sure.
Fuck.
Alrighty, you miss both times. The Usurper seems to regenerate some damage from that pistolet shot. And then it's going to go up and attack low at Solomon Wild. So it is going to be our Journeyman Russ. It attacks. And it needs... It has a skill of 10. So... Yeah, that hits. How much armor do you have?
Oh. Armor, I have... Where's my armor?
It's under your inventory if you have it.
It rolled minimum damage anyway. So you take 4 points of damage
Okay.
to your stamina. And that was its first attack. That was its first 2 attacks, rather. So it will do that again. And also hit. For... Yeah. Just awful in the damage rolls. Getting very lucky there. So 2, and then how many armor points do you have?
Right now it's 19.
No, you don't. That's not your stamina, but
Oh.
So, for example, in mine, I have light armor, which takes up 2 slots in my inventory.
yeah, you don't have any armor.
Yeah, I have none.
Congratulations.
I have clothes and
take-
disguise.
You take another 5 points
No.
of damage,
Oh, fuck.
and then its turn is over. Now it's Lord Horn's chance to go and do anything.
Lord Horn would like to look up.
Alrighty.
Does it seem possible for him to leap from here and grab the edge and pull himself up?
That would require a feat of strength. So you'd have to roll for it.
How long would it take for him to get the stairs over?
You could... Basically, you could spend your entire turn getting up the stairs. Or, you can roll to see if you can just get up here. And that would take 1 action, and then you could use your second action to attack or something.
What do you guys think?
I guess you could shoot your shot and try to jump up for the ledge.
Could I shoot from here?
It would be heavily impaired if you tried to fire anything, right?
Alright, you know what? Lord Horn is far too powerful to fail such a measly task. He will he'll undergo this trial. What do I roll an under or?
Roll under.
While you're down there, can you yell for the captain to grab the shotgun and some of the flamethrowers?
I mean, you
Didn't he already get flamethrowers?
Yeah, you have the flamethrowers. You've just not been using them.
Oh, shit. God damn it.
Alright.
So Lord
I'm
Horn,
not-
you managed to grab and hop up and go over here. We'll see.
Then I would like to pull out my flamethrower and douse her in such a way that doesn't hit anybody else.
Alrighty, make a... So this will use, like, your closest ranged weapon skill, if you have any. Otherwise, it's just 2d6 under your skill.
Would that be spear fighting? 'Cause
That is
counts
not a
as-
ranged weapon.
I don't have to. So 2d. I don't think that works. That's his skill, right?
Your
Good
skill is 6, so no. So you miss your first attack.
Alright.
You're just burning up all the board games.
To confirm, that was all my turns because I had to do that leap thing, right?
Yep. Which means now we go
Alright.
into the next round of combat. Everyone test luck.
Oh, yeah, test luck.
Fail.
Yep, made it.
Made it.
Alrighty, Solomon Wild and Russ get to go first.
You said we have flamethrowers?
Yeah.
I'm gonna flamethrower somebody. I don't have any skill in flamethrower, but I will So I guess I'll roll 2d6 under
You,
5.
you have a skill in pistolet, though, right?
I do, but it's also 5.
Oh, okay.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. But you
Nice.
works anyway, and just roll a
Yeah.
d6 for the damage. So 5. Alrighty, you do a decent chunk of damage.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Am I supposed to have at least one rank in a skill here? Because it says my rank is 0 in pistolet shooting.
Let me look. You might have tried to start learning that.
Yeah, I don't remember what we were left off on.
We'll just say you do have one. So
Alright, cool. That
was
works.
a reasonable character advancement.
By the way, I am moderately armored, so if y'all want to get behind me after shooting your shots, that's...
Alright, so that was your first attack.
Do it again, I guess.
Alright. Do it again.
Nope. But not so far off. Yeah, I'll duck behind.
You're really
Lord
at
Horn.
5?
Well, I don't have any skill in flamethrowering or whatever. So my basic skill is just 5.
Yeah, so you're just all spraying fire all over the place. This lounge,
Nice.
the lounge is on fire. The magazines nobody reads is on fire.
Okay.
All the books we used to discover this are on fire.
Everyone else is screaming and running away. Anyway, now it is Russ.
Typical Thursday.
Russ, what do
I
you
was
want?
like, I scream out to Wilder Lord Horn. I was like, can I borrow one of your flamethrowers?
Why do you not have a flamethrower?
Yeah,
I'm
you have your own
confused.
flamethrower.
Oh, I thought there were only 2 flamethrowers on board.
No, there's like 4.
Oh, why did I think that there were only... You know what? Never mind. 9. Shit.
We'll try again.
Yeah, sure, I can try again. If that fails, I can get behind Lord Horn. And
No burrito.
Alrighty. So it is
Oh,
now the maxillary usurper's turn. It does not seem to be regenerating the fire damage it is receiving. But, it kind of just needs more of you to go away to a certain degree.
I was going to throw some more people off the side.
So, Russ, do you have any strength skills?
let's see. Strength skills.
I'll let you roll climb versus.
Climb versus. Don't click that. There we go. 12. These die are really hard to see.
Alrighty, so it gets plus 10 to its roll. So I think 18 beats 10. 12, rather.
Yep. Yeah.
So it is going to...
Higher better for the versus roll?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So it is going to throw you over the side against the glass. And test your luck.
Testing luck. I do not like where this is going. Hell, fuck.
And the window breaks. And you start falling out of the vehicle entirely.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, well. No! Man overboard?
Yeah. Yeah, so you're going to take... Holy shit, only 2 points of damage.
Jeez.
As
What is your
as you
luck
fall
with this?
as you fall into
Tuck and roll.
as you fall into the snow outside, a nice, cushy snowdrift. As the Nantucket slowly trundles along in front of you.
Is there... Wait, what trundles along?
The Nantucket.
The
That's
ship.
that's the ship you're on.
Oh, I guess if talking is a free action, then I scream out, "Man overboard!" And hope that the captain is around or something.
So, I'm just getting major Star Wars vibes right now, where someone just gets thrown off of Jabba the Hutt's like barge thing over the desert, and it's just eaten by a sarlacc.
Alrighty, so
Relax.
Solomon, how many points? I think you have. How many points of armor do you have?
I have light armor.
Alrighty, so you only have 1 point of armor. So
I think
you take 3 points of damage.
that's stamina, right?
Yeah, so that's 3 points
Okay.
to your stamina. And now it's
Okay.
Lord Horn's turn.
All right. Could Lord Horn potentially use his spear to pin the creature to the ground?
Sure, you can try. Roll.
Roll spear fight.
Yeah.
Spear fighting.
Yeah.
Is that an under or versus?
Just an under.
Success.
Alrighty, you spear and roll for damage for it as well. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage.
Yep. I got quite a bit of ranks in it.
Well, it has... That is the... Alrighty, you pin it to the ground, dealing a considerable amount of damage to it in the process.
Then I would like to pull out the flamethrower after stepping away and blast it. My weapon should be fine, right?
Yeah,
Confirm?
yeah.
Alright. Then slash R2d6. This is 7 to my skill, which is 6. Nothing doing. Maybe I should have just stabbing it. Alright, well, you can go ahead and step away. I will also step away.
Alrighty.
I already did that, but...
Alrighty, next round. Everyone roll luck.
Made it.
Why does that keep happening?
I have a high luck, and Rhino Man has a 6.
Anyway, so Solomon Wild and Russ get to go first.
I'm not even on the ship.
Yeah, you're not on the ship anymore, and it is starting to pass you by if you don't act soon.
Didn't I say man overboard? Are they just not stopping it?
I mean, the entire control facility is a fucking mess right now because there's fucking flamethrower fuel going everywhere.
Everything's on fire. The fire alarm's going off. People are. Does this thing even have evacuation ships?
No.
No.
So it's like the Titanic potentially.
And there's now there's gusts of freezing wind coming through the broken window. It's a whole ordeal.
I mean, it helps with the fire, I guess. No.
Anyway, so Solomon Wild, what are you gonna do?
I want to smack a monster with my Astrolab staff. I have Astrolab fighting, which is slightly better than my 5, so... it doesn't work anyway.
You get 2 attacks, remember?
I get 2 attacks. Is there any way I can take my second action to like try and get down there and stop the thing so that Russ can get back on?
Sure. You're gonna jump down to the control panel and hit the brakes.
Sure. Sure. That'll be cool. Let's do that.
Alrighty, you hit the emergency brakes. As... Okay, Lord Horn, roll luck.
Wait, why?
To stay on your feet, I guess.
It's its turn. I have my turn after it.
Yeah, I know.
I think this is in response to what I'm doing.
Yes.
I'm stopping the whole thing, so everyone's gonna lurch forward. You maybe want to roll luck to stay on your feet. All right.
Alrighty, you are launched over the side, over the spar, over the side, and on top of Solomon Wild.
God.
You both take 5 points of damage.
Oof.
Perfection.
As the usurper stays pinned where it is at the moment.
I feel like I remember having some sort of healing capacity when I last did this. I don't remember. Maybe the Firkin?
You have to use provisions to heal. Right, and the firkin and full of rhino beer is hyperdense provisions. Alrighty, so the usurper is going to use its turn to unpin itself. And then it's going to start... Yeah, it's going to start actually going down the stairwell over here. Rushing down. Also, sorry, I forgot to do, what's, RDP, what are you doing out here as the Nantucket comes to a stop?
Is there any type of emergency, like, ladder or hatch that I can identify that I can just start climbing?
Yeah, you can amble onto the engineering section over here.
Okay, so I will manage to get back on board the ship, try to reorient myself as to where I am, and try to get back topside.
Alrighty, you go up and you amble onto the engineering sector, go up some elevators and some stairways. You get in the elevator and you go up, and the door opens and you meet with the usurper who's now been free.
Ding!
Next
Surprise,
round.
motherfucker! You thought you could kill me.
Next round, as you meet at the elevator.
Yep.
Roll luck.
Isn't it my round?
Oh, sorry. You get to go. Yeah, sorry.
I was just
Lord
holding on to
Horn.
that luck roll.
Lord Horn, you got your ass thrown
Well,
over.
Lord Horn is not going to try his strength again in this case because he senses that he has probably lost his main weapon. You probably saw the thing. So he's going to run to the stairwell.
Alrighty.
And meet the creature there with nothing but his knife and his flamethrower and pistol.
Alrighty, so that's one action. Do you want to try to flame it down now with your second action?
Yep.
2d6, try to get into your...
Gosh. Okay.
Alrighty, well, that's Lord Horn.
My skill just ain't there.
Now we go into the next round. So, Lord Christmas, you already rolled, so now Damon and RDP, roll luck.
9. Yes.
This is incredible.
Alrighty.
Get luckier.
RDP and Solomon Wild, you get to act first.
Okay, so I will, as I encounter it, as I step off the elevator, as the elevator door opens, I'll just start shooting at it immediately with my flamethrower. 4, finally, thank fuck.
Alrighty.
So-
Roll a d6 for damage. Alrighty, as the door slides open, the usurper sees you, and you fucking spray it down with flamethrower, and it burns up and dies.
Awesome.
Hey, nice job.
I imagine you're like
Let's put out the fires now.
covered in snow, so you look like a murderous Santa Claus.
Yeah, I'm covered in. I was like, I'm bloody from the glass shards, and I was like, I'm covered in snowdrift. It's like,
Now I have a flamethrower. Ho ho ho.
Yeah, so the next hours are,
You literally said what I was thinking in my head.
so the next hours are very chaotic, or still somewhat chaotic as people try to clean up the fires and deal with all the damage to the Nantucket and that sort of stuff.
we want to check to see if there's another slurper on board.
Yeah, you go through the cilantro test with everyone else, and there doesn't seem to be an issue.
Well, we solved your murder mystery there, Captain.
You sure did. Well, at least no extra people died, but you could have maybe done it with a little less property damage. Hopefully, maybe.
Actually, I have a question,
'Cause,
Captain. Why did you have flamethrowers in your engineering bay?
To
The ice.
to melt off the ice between trips.
They were doing it before.
Yeah. This
Part
was
of the flavor.
Right.
this was clearly foreshadowed in the introductory text. Captain Swallow tells you.
Well, that was fun. And if you haven't watched the thing, the 1982 version, then you need to fix that.
It is a
the
movie
best
worth
horror
seeing
movie.
at least once for various reasons. Yes.
In my view, it's the best horror movie in all time.
Oh, second compared
So-
to The Shining.
So
Yeah,
yeah. Anyway, as
Very different feel.
you clean things up and you retire to your second class quarters, you open it up and you find the strong box is missing, and in its place, a card simply signed "The Wolf."
I knew that it was.
You know what wolf is?
What's
You know what the word for wolf is?
No.
Lupin.
I'm not following.
Nobody gets it.
No,
Okay,
I know what you're talking about. The Master Thief Lupin from.
Yes.
Well,
From
I mean,
literature.
if we had him after it, then there's nothing that we could do.
Anyway, and that's the end of the adventure.
Excellent.
Very nice. Very CSI-esque.
Any parting words you want for the audience?
This is fun. For the audience, you should get involved with Dungeons and Dragons. Well, I say Dungeons and Dragons, tabletop or RPGs, and more non-Dungeons and Dragons stuff, because you kind of get the stuff with D&D, but you don't really.
Let's go through some of the other illustrations that are included, since I did create handouts for all this crap.
Cool. Very nice.
Some of these I just forgot to give out. Some of them just weren't relevant.
Oh, cool.
I feel like Troika is like at least 50% an excuse for the guy who draws all this stuff to draw weird shit.
I mean, basically, yes.
This honest to God looks and feels like an LSD trip.
Yeah, that's Troika.
Clearly in the intent. I mean,
I miss Troika. Just so. I also miss Paranoia. Paranoia was.
I mean, yeah.
Here's
I like.
Here's an
these
illustration
long-
for if you had dawdled around longer and another murder would have happened. And of course, the full illustration for that. So,
Oh, okay.
So our parting words with the audience is stop playing D&D.
Yeah, don't play D&D, play something better.
Play something else. Play something that doesn't have so much magical nonsense.
Yeah, unlike Troika, which is a deeply grounded game.
Yeah. play
Yeah,
simple
but we
games,
don't
simple
have
mechanics.
we don't have magic and shit. So
Well, it's
Play
just
games where you always lose.
play games where you always lose. Play Dwarf Fortress.
Yeah.
Or Settlers of Catan, but that's a board game.
Well, you don't always lose. Sometimes you win.
Yeah, but if you win, you lose relationships. So
True.
Anyway. So, that was Slow Sleigh to Plankton Downs. Fairly short adventure. Murder mystery. With a weird monster. And I think that's going to be it for